Today we decided, since it is the first technical class day of the second semester, that we would do a review over the first semester of college for you. We think this would be really helpful for incoming first semester college students. And you can just kind of like learn from our experiences.
These are things that I think we wish we'd known.
Yes, definitely. We have some thoughts down here, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at, just to kind of guide us along. So yeah, you want to go ahead and start?
Okay, so the first thing that I thought of was that making friends was honestly a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I came into college terrified that I wasn't going to make friends because, you know, like you go from high school and you've grown up with all these people, and then like for me for example, I went to a university where no one from my high school except for literally one person went to this school. So you just have to be able to put yourself out there, and if you're not so great at putting yourself out there, like I'm a very open person, but try to become friends with your roommate. Try to choose a roommate that you'll get along with, and join like social media group chats and stuff, because that's how I made a lot of my friends. That's how I met my roommate, and that's not how I met her, but that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. The first one that I put on here is appreciate your home-cooked meals. So when you go home from being at college for like a really long time, it's so nice to have your mom or your dad cook you a meal, because the dining halls are subpar, I would say. Sometimes they're really
edible,
good, and sometimes they're like really bad. So just having like that nice home cooked meal is amazing, and it just makes you feel so much better about yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so then the other thing that I am really, really passionate about for this semester, Casey's feet are in the background.
Yeah, she's like moving her foot around.
That's okay.
Over there.
That's my roommate. But anyways,
I know who Casey is.
Well, just in case they don't, just in case they're new. Hi.
Hi.
This is Casey, my roommate. You can't see her.
Hi, Casey.
Sorry.
Okay, so a thing that I'm really passionate about is that it's okay to change your major. I went into college pre-med. I was biology major, pre-med direction, and I really struggled with switching my major. I didn't like what I was doing. I wasn't passionate about it, and I honestly just didn't want to do it, but I was scared to change my major. So now I'm pre-nursing. I'm a lot happier.
Like me.
Yeah, so
it's really nice because now we're taking a lot of the same classes.
Yes.
So it's so much
Yes.
easier to like have someone that's has your same major. So you're basically going through the same things like with each other.
Right.
So it's really nice.
And that's not a good reason to change your major.
No,
like don't change your
definitely
major
not.
because your best friend is
Yeah.
the same major as you, or you want to be the same major as them.
Yeah.
But I think that if you feel passionate about something that you're not already currently in, don't be afraid to change your mind, because that's a big part of this step in your life.
So my next one is to make new friends. I came into college knowing no one, like absolutely no one from my school. I actually think there's 2 people that go to my school, but like I didn't talk to them at all. So like I came in blind, like random roommate, knowing no one, going into my first day of classes and everything like that. So thankfully, through my old roommate, I met Kayla and Casey, which are like my best friends now. So make those friends, because the friends you make in college are the ones that you typically stay with like the rest of your life. So make those friends now, and it just makes your college experience so much better.
It really does. Okay, so this is so important, guys. Okay, so I am in my dorm. We have community bathrooms, and honestly, I think even if you don't, like, I feel like this is something you
I
should
don't
do.
have a community bathroom.
But she still shares it with some other people, like only 3, but still.
I don't do this, but
I think you
could.
should.
I do but I do clean my shower, so like I know what's
True. Maybe
on
I
it
should
and
say
stuff
what
like that.
I'm
Yeah, probably
going at. Basically, girls, And guys, wear shower shoes, please. It's so gross, and you do not know what is on the feet of the other people in your dorm. Like, you don't know where they've been. And, like, you want to believe in your heart that they're, like, clean people, but the reality is not everyone is, and you can't expect everybody to be. So please wear shower shoes. Yes, please.
Or if you have your own bathroom like me, clean your shower.
Yeah, clean
like
your shower.
periodically. Make sure you keep up with that
Just
stuff.
like you would do at your house.
Exactly.
Just like you would do at your house. So.
My next one is college isn't always exciting. So you go into college thinking, yeah, this is going to be so much fun, like party, this, like easy, just social. But it's definitely not always exciting. There are some points that are super exciting and like it's fun to just like be in college, but there are like you have to remember why you're here. Like you're here to get a degree, not to party, not to get crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not always exciting, but
and if you just want
embrace those exciting times.
If you just want to party, there's a lot of cheaper ways to party.
Yeah.
So this
go
is
to
a
community
really
college. Like don't go to a
expensive-
big university.
Yeah,
and
this is a
expect
really
to
expensive place
party.
to go.
Yeah.
If you just want to party. So.
Exactly.
Okay, so then my next thing is that it's okay to make mistakes first semester. So I basically went into first semester and, you know, there's like the whole socializing and you like have a lot of stuff going on and you're learning a lot of things and like my classes were really hard and I was super discouraged when I failed my first test. The reality is you're gonna fail tests. It's gonna happen.
Like it's so common, and especially the first test in like all of your classes, it is so common to fail the first test. Like it's not.
Because
I mean, obviously it's disappointing and like
Right,
you don't want to fail,
it.
but reality is you're gonna fail a test, and
yeah. Hopefully you don't.
it's okay. Like
yeah, but I mean, like it's disheartening, but if you're straight out of high school, you don't know what these college tests are going to look like. Like my first zoology test, I walked in and my professor was just kind of like, here's the video notes. We're having a test. Figure out what you need to do. And so
like it is not
I had
like high
no
school.
idea. I didn't know what kind of test it was going to be. I didn't know if I needed to buy my Scantrons. Like I didn't know what was going on. So like it basically is just okay to make mistakes because we're all learning. Everyone around you is learning, which is also another reason it's important to have friends so you don't feel alone when that happens to you.
Yeah. My next one is that there are good professors and there are also really bad professors. So you have to make sure, even if you have a bad professor, you got to get to know them on a first name basis. Like they need to be able to recognize your face, know your face, so that when they are grading your papers or grading your tests or whatever, and it comes down to the end of the semester and you're like at that bump where you just need like another 10th of a point or whatever to jump up to the next letter grade. They'll remember your name, and sometimes teachers are lenient and will bump you.
Yeah.
I mean, there are professors obviously that aren't going to do that no matter what, but if you like develop that relationship with your professors, it honestly makes the class so much easier because you're not afraid to ask questions and go talk to them and everything like that. So get to know your professors.
Also, to add on to that, letters of recommendations. So for my scholarships, I didn't realize this first semester, and for my scholarship, I need a letter of recommendation from a professor in my field, and I didn't get to know my professors, and when it was time for me to ask, I was like, I don't know who to ask because none of my professors know me. So yeah, but anyways, so my next thing is, this is really important to me and I'm still working on this. I'll probably work on this for the rest of my life. But basically, work piles up if you don't prioritize.
We went over that a lot with Kayla last semester.
And Mom, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I did my best. But basically, I think a lot of people go through this, but I'm a really bad procrastinator and I kind of work on the things that I want to work on first, and I don't really like
prioritize what's important.
Very well. But I think I'm getting better now.
We've this semester has kind of been or last semester was definitely a learning experience for all of us, I think.
Yeah,
this semester we were definitely on top of actually using a planner. That's one thing I should have wrote down here.
We didn't even know how to work the
Exactly.
systems. Like now it's just better.
I recommend using a planner. Like, I never used a planner. I always bought one because I thought they were cute and like that was the thing to do or whatever. But actually use it. Like, we went through all of the syllabuses and wrote down all the due dates for important tests, papers, quizzes, different, like for our online classes. We both have 2 online classes. You have 2, right? And
which is really easy to forget.
Yeah.
Like, I already forgot about one. Today she was like, hey, did you do your theater appreciation? I was like,
no.
What
So
class?
like,
I don't
write
what is
down
theater
those things,
appreciation?
like what day you're gonna do what on. Like, for example, my nutrition class, there's a lot of things to do. I have 2 tests a week, I have 2 modules a week, and I have an assignment a week. So that's like 5 things right then and there that I have to prioritize and do. So each day I have set out what I'm going to do, and then if I have extra time, I can work ahead or vice versa. So yeah, definitely do that. My next thing are to learn that everyone comes from different backgrounds. So, for example, Casey is from a very small town. She graduated with 13 kids in her class, and me and Kayla both graduated with over 600 in our class. So there's definitely, and she's from a really small town, so like, we come from different backgrounds, we live different ways, but luckily we all mesh together. So just understand where people come from, and it's really kind of interesting to like learn where people come from as well, because it just kind of gives you a different aspect, like, oh, there are different ways that people live and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. It'll help you make friends a lot easier too.
Yeah, for sure. So another thing is that it's okay to feel lost and kind of overwhelmed your first semester, because it is a really big transition from high school.
Huge
just
difference.
Like my mom, first semester, I was like kind of freaking out, not gonna lie, about one of my classes, and I was like, this is just so much different than high school. Like, and she was like, okay, well, if you could go back and tell your high school teachers anything, like, what would you tell them to change so that you could be better prepared? And I was like, honestly, nothing, because nothing is gonna be like this except for this. Like, there's really no way to prepare for it. You just gotta come in and do it, and you can't expect everything to be perfect, and it does take a while to adjust. So it's a really fun adjustment, and it is really, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself, and I feel like,
definitely have,
yeah, and like just learning what works for you. Like, this last semester I was trying a bunch of different learning styles and like techniques for doing my homework and studying and planning, and I feel like I kind of have an idea of what will work for me, but it's just
obviously that's still gonna come with time.
Right. But make first semester about trial and error and like trying to figure out what works for you, because this is like your ground point for the rest of your college career. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And my last one is that on social media, it will make you feel like everyone else that's in college is having a better time than you. But you have to remember you're in college for a reason. I already said this, but you're in college to get your degree. You're not there to party all the time. I'm not saying that it's not okay to party at all. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But you have to remember you're here for a reason. Like, you need to do what you gotta do to get the grades in order to graduate. Like, with us, nursing is very competitive at our school. It's a very small acceptance rate, so your grades are what determine how you get in. So if you wait till the very last minute to do something and you get the grade that you get, the likelihood of you getting into nursing school is very slim. And that's with a lot of the colleges here, the separate colleges to get into your major. It's very competitive, so you have to make yourself stand out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think, like, going along with the social media thing, like, people are just showing you, like, the highlights. Like, you're not seeing them study, like, and cramming for tests. And,
Not
like,
seeing them cry because they're stressed out.
Life. I mean, maybe on Snapchat and, like, Twitter, when people are like, I freaking hate my life.
Yeah.
Like, everything sucks. But, because me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, on, like, Instagram and I don't even know what these youngins use these days, but mostly Instagram, like all the sororities and like, we're not in sororities, so we don't ever have cute events to go to. So, yeah, I mean, you only see like the highlights of people's lives, and so just remember that like everyone's fighting their own battles, and you can't, I think that goes with everything, not just college. Like,
definitely.
Everything.
Yeah. So that's basically it for our nutshell and how our first semester of college went. We're really excited for this semester. We feel like we have a good track on how to start, and we're starting off strong. That's really important to do. Start off positive and strong. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it, subscribe to our channels, turn on our post notifications so you don't miss our videos, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye,
Bye guys!